If you're a queer person trying to figure out how often to work out, every trainer online is going to tell you something completely different. 6 days a week, 5 days a week, every day. I'm going to cut through all of that and just give you a real number, like the real number I use with my clients and like the real number I use with myself. But before I get into all that, I need to clarify something because most people are confusing two totally different things. And once you understand the difference, the whole question of how often should I work out gets a lot simpler. There is a difference between being active and working out. They're not the same thing. Here's how I differentiate them. Being active is basically like not sitting on your ass. So getting up to go to the bathroom, putting gas in your car, like all these little wiggling movements, that's all considered activity. And typically an easy way to measure it is by how many steps you take in a day. The goal is to take a lot of steps every single day. That's being active. Working out is a little bit different. Working out is like the structured stuff, weightlifting, running, yoga, dancing, martial arts, playing recreational sports. That's what I consider working out. And it's important that you know the difference because one of these I want you to do daily. The other one, not so much. Let's make sure that you are being active every single day by measuring your steps, and then we'll start working in some of the structured stuff. So in terms of your daily steps, here's a few targets I want you to keep in mind. Anything under 5K is technically considered sedentary. When you get to under 3K, that's typically also where I see people struggle with a lot of mental health stuff too. So you want to stay definitely out of the 3K. You want to get your way up to 5K and above. After 5,000 steps a day, your next target is 7K. 7,000 is like maintenance mode. So you're cool where you're at. You just want to maintain that same vibe. So your goal is to try and hit around 7,000 steps every day. If you really want to lock in, you're probably going to be above 9,000 steps. So I personally, on a bare minimum day, try to hit 7,000 steps. But if you're not there today, you're starting from like 3,000, don't make your goal 10,000, 7,000. Make your goal 5,000, 6,000. 7,000. Take baby steps, work your way there. So, how often should you work out? When I ask people how many times a week do you want to be working out, and I hear shit like 5 days a week, every day, I'm like, bro, like that's a lot. You don't need that. Unless you're training for something super specific, if you're just trying to like fucking glow up a little bit, anywhere between 2 to 4 is going to be the sweet spot for you. On the weeks that I'm really busy, at minimum, I hit twice a week. On the weeks where like I have extra bandwidth, I have extra time, I go for 4 times a week. Usually 3 times a week is the sweet spot, and that's usually what I try to aim for. So there it is. Be active every day, work out 2 to 4 times a week, and stop guilting yourself. If you want some help figuring out what this looks like for you specifically, book a call with me. Link is below. I will catch you later. Peace.